Just about set for the tip-off here between UNI and Valparaiso. We're underway. Ray Stork gets the tap for UNI. Lays it off for Brent Carmichael. Carmichael calls the play between the circles. Right back court to Block, right wing to Pianowski. Back right court to Block. Left side, they reverse it to Jay Block in the far corner. Back outside to Brent Carmichael. In the corner, Block is open, won't take the shot. Back it goes on the right side to Pianowski. Right wing King, top side to Brent Carmichael. Left corner, Pianowski. UNI working the perimeter game quite well right now against the floating 2-1-2 of Valpo. Right corner, Block has it, double team. Back outside, it goes to Carmichael. 14-foot jumper in the lane. Pianowski rolls around, falls in. 2-0 UNI.
Well, it's nice to see that UNI is being patient, Mike. They're going to need that against the 1-3-1 zone.
Northern Iowa leading by 2 points, and now left side gunning and hitting Brian Hubbard. 2-2, 19-10 left to go in the first half. Brian Hubbard, one of the starters, averaging 11 points, and we have a 2-2 draw here at the Unidome in Cedar Falls. UNI on the attack with Brent Carmichael, top of the key. Hands off to Herb King at the top of the key. Now they go left backcourt to Jay Block. Right wing, Mike Pianowski. Top side to Jay Block. Dribbles in a couple of steps. Right wing goes to Pianowski. Top side goes to Carmichael and an alley-oop to Ray Stork. Worked beautifully that time. Carmichael to Stork for the two-pointer. It's 4-2 UNI. Here comes the Valparaiso Crusaders, as they're called. Left wing, the leading scorer for the Crusaders. Jeff Simmons has it. Hands off to a Kresnik. His shot from the near corner goes awry. The rebound brought down by Jay Block. Hands it off to Brent Carmichael for the Panthers. He stops short from 20, delivers top side to Ray Stork. Far corner, Jay Block is double teamed, goes back outside to Brent Carmichael, and the Panthers set up the play, leading by 2 with 18 minutes left to go in the half. Underneath Ray Stork, getting the alley-oop from Jay Block. Stork shot is blocked away, semi-fast break for the Crusaders. It goes out of bounds, and trying to take the ball on the play for Valpo for the easy layup. John McElvain couldn't get his fingers on the ball. Rolls out of bounds. However, we do have a foul called on the play, I believe. That foul will be assessed against Brent Carmichael of the Northern Iowa Panthers, his first, team's first, and it will be a shooting foul. At the line, John McElvain for the Valparaiso Crusaders. Hits the first one, makes it 4-3. McElvain shooting 52% from the line. Hits the second one. 4-4 is our score. We've just crossed the 18-minute mark on WHO Sports Radio. Northern Iowa taking on Valparaiso live from the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Brent Carmichael, left sideline for Pianowski. Back outside to Block. Pianowski on the far corner. Foul line extended far side for King. Right foul line extended. Carmichael near corner Block. Block with the ball back outside to King. Now to Block once again. Baseline bounce pass to Ray Stork. He's double teamed, turns around, shoots and hits. Ray Stork getting hot, and boy, oh boy, you chip that ball into him on the low post, and if he's hot, watch out. He's the tallest player out there at 6'11". The score is 6-4 in favor of Northern Iowa over Valparaiso. Left wing of Kresnik with the ball. Top side it goes to Brian Hubbard. Right side Simmons is hacked on the play inside by Herb King. He was in the process of getting ready to take the shot. It'll be interesting to see if it'll be a two-shot foul. Yes, it is. And at the line, Jeff Simmons, the leading scorer for the Valparaiso Crusaders, averaging 15 points a game, and is their leading rebounder as well, averaging 7.4. He has 2 shots, looks at the first one, he's got it. 6-5 is our score. Second shot coming up here for Simmons. He's looking at it, eyes it, flies it, hits it. 6-6, and here come the Panthers on the attack. We have a draw game. Brent Carmichael, full court pressure applied now by Valparaiso. Carmichael breaks it. He's across the line between the circles. Carmichael still with the ball. Bounce pass right wing to Herb King. Right back court to Block. Right wing for Herb King. Fakes the baseline, dribbles once. Reverses it to Carmichael. Drives down the lane, lays it up. No good. Foul called on a Valpo player as Carmichael was taking the lane.
Well, one thing Northern Iowa has been able to do, Mike, here is get inside the lanes of that zone. They've basically been able to get into the seams and get some pretty easy shots so far.
At the line, Brent Carmichael, averaging so far on the season 11.5 points a game. Amazingly, the second leading rebounder of UNI's starting 5. Misses the first free throw, however. Our score remains 6-6, 17:01 left to go until halftime from Cedar Falls. Carmichael has one more remaining. He's the starting point guard. Lifts it up there and in. 7-6 in favor of UNI. And now full court pressure applied by the UNI Panthers. And Valpo breaks it with McElvain between the circles. Right side of the key, Kresnik strips the net from about 15 feet, and for the first time in the game, Valpo takes the lead at 8-7. Now here come the Panthers on the attack with Brent Carmichael in the left backcourt. Right backcourt block, right wing for King. King holding the ball above his head against that 2-1-2 or 2-3 zone defense of Valparaiso. Right side on the high post, Pianowski. Left side to Brent Carmichael on the wing. Top side, now they go to Herb King. Right corner, Jay Block. His shot around the rim, in and out, tapped up by Pianowski, no good. Herb King has it, plays volleyball with it, goes out of bounds. Above the backboard, belongs to the gold-clad Valparaiso Crusaders. Van, your assessment of the game so far with about 16:20 left.
I think they basically are playing into Valparaiso's hands. They want to play a slower tempo game. They want to control basically what UNI is doing, and so far it's gone that way.
Benigni on the far side high post muscled his way in against Ray Stork, and the foul was called on Tom Benigni. On Benigni, that'll be foul number 1, team foul number 2 on Valparaiso. UNI also has 2 team fouls, and here come the Panthers down by 1 point, approaching the 16-minute mark. Right wing, Herb King with the basketball. Between the circles, Pianowski. Now Pianowski lays it off for Brent Carmichael, top of the key. Right wing, Herb King takes a shot from 18, misses. It was too high off the glass, and the rebound comes down to Valparaiso. Here comes McElvain with it on the right backcourt. Goes top of the key now to a Kresnik. Left wing, Simmons taking the baseline and was called for... I thought he was called for charging. He had his hand up in the air, but apparently the foul is called for UNI's Herb King since he was moving with Valparaiso's leading scorer, Jeff Simmons. Non-shooting foul taken out by Valpo. They're up by 1 point. Top of the key, gunning, McElvain, he's got it. 10-7 now in favor of Valparaiso. 15:33 left to go until halftime. Here comes UNI's Brent Carmichael calling play number 2 between the circles. Right wing goes to Herb King. Reverses it on the other side for Pianowski. His one-hand floater from 14 in the lane, no good. Rebound McElvain for Valparaiso. Left wing goes to Okresnik, lays it up and in. Quickly, Valparaiso has jumped on top 12-7. 6 unanswered points for the Crusaders. And these UNI fans want the Panthers to get going. The Panthers down by 5. 15 minutes left to go in the first half. In the lane, Ray Stork turnaround jumper, good! 12-9 now in favor of Valparaiso.
So far in the game, Mike, the only offense that UNI's had that's consistent is Ray Stork. They need to set some picks out front for Brett Carmichael and penetrate with him if they're going to open up this zone.
Right wing, McElvain takes the baseline against Carmichael. His shot is an air ball. Rebound, King of UNI. Lays it off for Carmichael. Carmichael might drive. No, lays it off for Block, and he puts it up and in against the glass.
Right there is just what I mean. He penetrated. He gave the ball for an easy layup. That's what they've got to continue to do.
UNI storming back here in the early stages of the game. Our score, Valpo 12, UNI 11. Now this for Peaster.
You're on the go, gas getting low. It's good to know there's Peaster. 'Cause when you stop, you pump and you go.
In order for you to pay for your gasoline with a check, most gas stations require that you have 73 forms of identification, a note from your banker, and mother tattooed on your left arm. Meet the Peaster solution. At a Peaster station, you simply show your benefit of the doubt card, and the Peaster attendant will cheerfully accept your personal check for any amount up to your full purchase. Stop leaving your children at gas stations as collateral. Come to Peaster today and apply for your free benefit of the doubt card.
Pump, pump your own. Peaster, it's fast. Pump, pump your own. Peaster's gas. Pump, pump.
Mike Lee along with Van Coleman at the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa. The Panthers storming back with 4 straight unanswered points. Score now Valpo 12 and UNI 11. Quickly as Valpo goes on the attack, Van, how about the scoring?
All right, now Ray Stork leads Northern Iowa with 6. Randy Okresnik has 4 for Valparaiso. Johnny McElvain has 2, Jeff Simmons 2, and Brian Hubbard 2 for Valparaiso, and Jay Block 2, and Mike Pianowski 2 for Northern Iowa.
Simmons kicks it outside on the low post for Kresnik. He hits from 15. Our score 14-11 now in favor of Valparaiso. 14 minutes left until halftime. Valpo steals the ball. Getting it down. McElvain lays it up and in. The steal coming from Brian Hubbard. 16-11, and just like that, Northern Iowa back down in a 5-point hole. Those 4 points the Panthers scored quickly wiped out, and so the Panthers have to go to work on offense. Top side now, it's Brent Carmichael. Left foul line extended for Pianowski. Right foul line extended Herb King. Back on top, it goes to Carmichael. Carmichael in the circle. Right wing, Herb King has the ball. Sticky zone defense being played by the Valparaiso crew. Far side, Jay Block throws it back outside to Herb King. Low post near side, Pianowski. 5-foot shot, no good. Rebound brought down by Valparaiso's Jeff Simmons, the leading scorer and rebounder for Valpo.
One of the problems right now that Northern Iowa has, they got a lot of movement into their offense.
Kresnik with the ball, fishes it in low post for Lucy. Intercepted by Jay Block. Tried to save it on a cross-court pass for Herb King. Ball goes out of bounds, belongs to Valparaiso. Our score is Valparaiso 16 and Northern Iowa 11. 12:58 left to go until halftime. At the half, we'll be talking to the man who's on the microphone with me, Van Coleman. Right wing, thinking about the shot but not taking it. Simmons now in the circle, deals it right side for a Kresnik. Low post, pass intended for Lucy. And here comes Ray Stork with the ball off the steal. He's in his own zone, hands off to Carmichael. He's across the line, drives the lane, puts it up, and in! Beautiful play. Brent Carmichael never afraid to go to the hoop. He's not intimidated by anybody. He's only 5'9". Our score is now 16-13 in favor of Valparaiso. Simmons guns from 19, nothing but net. 17, now 18-13 in favor of Valparaiso. A 5-point lead for the Crusaders approaching the 12-minute mark. Here comes Brent Carmichael on the attack for UNI. Right wing now. Herb King with the ball. Top of the key. It goes to Carmichael. Left foul line extended for Mike Pianowski. Pianowski holding it. Gives it to Carmichael. Fakes the shot in the lane. Now goes underneath the Ray Stork. He puts it up and in. UNI coming back, Van.
Yeah, and, Ray Stork is doing a real good job inside. He basically uses his size real well to put the ball up.
He's been able to do that several times this year. Whenever you get that ball low post to him, he's unstoppable if his shooting range is on. Now taking a shot from 19, Brian Hubbard, no good. Carmichael with the rebound, fakes it, spins on the shot, 5 feet away, no good. Rebound Valparaiso. Here comes an easy basket for Okresnik. He blew the bunny. Rebound Simmons, reverse pivot, puts up against the glass and in against Ray Stork. 20-15 now in favor of Valparaiso, and mistakes costing UNI right there. Carmichael telegraphing a pass on left wing to Pianowski, and it spelled 2 points for the Crusaders, who now lead by 5. Pianowski in the lane, hacked across the arm as he was attempting to take a shot 13 feet away, and the foul will be called on Brian Hubbard of Valparaiso. On Hubbard, his second, team foul number 3. On Valparaiso, UNI also has 3. Our scores, Valparaiso 20 and Northern Iowa 15. A Valpo 5-point lead with 11 minutes to go until halftime. Carmichael with the ball on the non-shooting foul. Right foul line extended. Herb King telegraphed the pass on a cross court, and Valpo comes up with the ball. Across the line, dribbling it right now, Kresnik. Goes right foul line for Hubbard. Top of the key, Lucy. Intercepted by Herb King. It's a 2-on-1. King might take it all the way. Does so. Missed the bunny. Rebound comes down to Valparaiso, so Kresnik, and Kresnik loses control of the ball off his hand. Goes out of bounds, belongs to Northern Iowa. Sort of a sloppy game so far, Van.
Yes, it is. And in that last play, Herbert King should have given that ball up to Brett Carmichael, and he should have run the wing on that rather than taking the ball down himself.
Also, he telegraphed a pass to Pianowski that was intercepted, and fortunately for UNI, Kresnik couldn't hold on. UNI with the ball, they're down by 5. Carley has come into the basketball game for UNI. He's a good ball-handling guard, can break the press along with Carmichael. Right corner, Jay Block from 10 feet, swishes it, and makes it a 2017 ball game. UNI down by 3.
Well, I think one of the things that Jim Barry's looking for right now is to get some motion into his offense, and that's why you're seeing Carley in the game.
McElvain on the right foul line extended, gives it up left wing for a Kresnik, hands off to Simmons at the left foul line extended, and we have a 3-second call against Valparaiso. And Simmons holding his mouth open as if to say, hey, man, I can't believe it. But it wasn't him, it was somebody else. And so here comes UNI with the basketball, chance to decrease that deficit to 1 point if they convert on this possession. 10:09 left to go in the basketball game in the first half at least, and it's 20-17, Valpo on top of UNI. Here comes Brent Carmichael. Right foul line extended for Herb King. Herb King holding the basketball, takes a few dribbles on that right wing, and now kicks it back out to Brent Carmichael. Left side, Dave Carley on the foul line extended. Right side for Herb King. A perimeter game for UNI. Brent Carmichael fakes the drive in the lane, kicks it off right side for Herb King, and he banks it off the glass and in. 20-19. The UNI's deficit now just 1 point. Here come the Crusaders from Valparaiso. Okresnik in the near backcourt. Goes between the circles for McElvain. McElvain being dogged by Carmichael. Left side, Okresnik. Left corner, they go for Simmons. He takes the baseline, lays it up. No good. The rebound, Herb King. Releases to Dave Carley. Carley across the line. Chance for a UNI lead right here. Let's see what happens. Inside the lane, Jay Block has the ball fished away. Carmichael recovers on right wing, takes the shot from 10, no good. Hubbard with the rebound for Valparaiso. Semi-fast break. Hubbard, right wing it goes to Simmons, and he hits from 12 feet on the baseline, right side. 22-19. 8:56 left to go in the first half. Valpo up by 3 points. Here come the Panthers, trailing by 3. Brent Carmichael has the basketball. Far hash mark for Dave Carley. Right foul line extended for Herb King. Gives it baseline, 10 feet away to Ray Stork, and the shot rolls around the rim, falls in sweetly. It's 22-21, Valpo.
Basically, that's what they've got to do. Be patient and get the ball inside to Ray right now. That's the thing that's working for them.
Inside, Okresnik laying it up, and Stork blocks it away. It's a legal block. Ball is saved by UNI. Here comes Carmichael. Down court, right wing. It goes to Jay Block. Back to Dave Carley, the trailer. Cross-court pass intended for Stork. Knocked out of bounds by Valparaiso. Oh, my. What a beautiful block by big 6'11", Ray Stork.
Well, right now, the inside game of UNI between Stork and King is really making a difference, and I think that's what's turned the game around right now.
8:17 left to go until halftime. Herb King sits down to a standing ovation. Mike Pianowski comes in for the Northern Iowa Panthers. And Ray Stork will sit down. Listen to the applause he's getting. Just a tremendous round of applause for Ray Stork, who made that last block. And now we've got action back in with UNI inbounding the ball. Left wing, Brent Carmichael. Between the circles for Dwayne Chicken Jackson, who we said might see some action. Indeed he is, with 8 minutes left to go in the first half. Jay Block bounces it back between the circles for Carmichael. Left foul line extended, Pianowski back to Carmichael. Top of the key, right wing Carley. Top of the key, Carmichael. Right wing Carley, left free. Won't take the shot. Now kicks it back out to Carmichael. He drives the lane, puts it up, and no good. Tipped up, and no good by Jackson. Third time, Pianowski. No, Jay Block puts it in. Jay Block gets the basket, and UNI has taken a 23-22 lead with 7:40 remaining until halftime. Right wing Simmons underneath. They found the open man. Dave Luty puts it in. It's now 24-23. Valparaiso back on top by 1. 7.5 minutes left to go until the half. Well, quickly, your analysis so far, once again, Van, as UNI is attacking on the perimeter.
Well, basically, what's changed the game around and brought UNI back into the ball game has been their inside game, and they've got to be patient and work the ball in.
Just as we say that, a mistake by UNI. Intercepted pass. Simmons on the shot, left wing, no good. And we have a foul called on a Valparaiso player.
Well, one of the problems they've been having, Mike, is their passing on the perimeter has been a little sloppy at times, especially when they try to go cross-court. They've got to work the ball on the perimeter and then go inside rather than trying to force it across.
The offensive foul was called on Dave Lucy of Valparaiso, his first team foul number 4 on Valparaiso. UNI has 3. They have the ball. They're down by 1. Dave Carley, right corner, ball kicked away on the defense by Brian Hubbard of Valparaiso, and UNI will keep underneath its own basket. 7:05 left to go until halftime. Dave Carley inbounds it, right corner for Brent Carmichael. Top of the key, Dwayne Jackson. Left backcourt, Jay Block. Far corner, Dave Carley drives the baseline. Ball is kicked off his foot by a Valpo player, and once again, Northern Iowa will keep it underneath its own basket.
One thing Dave Carley's done is he's really helped pick up the tempo for Northern Iowa. Basically, they were doing a lot of standing around early, and he's made them look a lot better since he's come in the ball game.
Carley, right corner for Lonnie Mead, who's just checked into the basketball game. In the lane, Chicken Jackson, 14-foot shot block. Attempted follow, no good by Jay Block, and here comes the Valparaiso Crusaders with Okresnik on the right backcourt. Top of the key, Stakowitz, who's just checked into the ball game. Down low, Simmons gets the easy jumper over Mike Pianowski. It's a 26-23 basketball game in favor of Valparaiso. Here comes Dave Carley for Northern Iowa. Right foul line extended. Pianowski takes the ball. You hear the whistle. The foul will be called against Simmons, the leading scorer for Valparaiso.
They've got to do a little bit of a job of denying the ball to Simmons inside. He's really hurting them bad. He's got 10 points right now and has been getting a lot of easy shots.
Dave Carley with the ball. Backcourt far side for Pianowski. Near backcourt for Lonnie Mead. Top of the key, Dave Carley. Right foul line extended, Lonnie Mead. Left side, they go to Pianowski. In the lane, Chicken Jackson takes it. Double team, smashed to the floor. And we will have a foul against either Brian or Dave Lucy. It's Brian Hubbard. And on Hubbard, that is foul number 3 as we have it here in our books. Team foul number 6 on Valparaiso. A non-shooting foul, but the next foul, if it is defensive, will be the bonus for UNI. Chicken Jackson was in the process of shooting when he was double-teamed and hammered to the floor, so he will get 2 shots. Jackson, right now in this ball game, has none, still has none. He's averaging for this season so far just about 6.5 points a basketball game, shooting 75% from the line. He'll have another shot coming up here. His team is down 26-23. 6:11 left to go until halftime. Let's see if the UNI deficit can be decreased. It is a 2-point game, and here comes Valparaiso on the attack, and UNI goes into a full-court press, but Valparaiso breaks it and gets it across the line with Simmons in the right backcourt. Cross-court pass, Randy Okresnik in the left backcourt, or the near backcourt as we view it here from the Unidome in Cedar Falls. Okresnik standing with the ball, goes left wing to Stakowicz, now to Okresnik between the circles, dribbles to the right side, takes the lane, stops at the top of the key, goes to Stakowicz on the left foul line extended. They try an alley-oop pass inside. They make it work with Dave Lucy getting the bucket, and a foul will be assessed against the UNI player. Count the basket, 28-24, a 4-point lead for Valparaiso. Could be a 5-point lead right here if Lucy is able to get the foul shot. And the foul is called on Mike Pianowski of UNI, his first, team foul number 4 on Northern Iowa.
Yeah, right now he's going to put Ray Stork back in the ball game, and I think they need that to get the underneath game back under control, and I don't think it'll be very long before he'll put Brett Carmichael back in. They need his leadership out there on the floor. They can make a good run here before the end of the half, I think, get this thing back even if they get the movement going again and get the ball into Ray.
Lucy made good on the charity toss, 29-24, Valpo by 5 points. Carley right wing to Meade. Meade behind a screen from Stork, gets the shot, misses it. Jackson on the attempted rebound, off his hands, out of bounds. It belongs to the Crusaders from Valparaiso, Indiana, just a few miles southeast of Chicago, Illinois. 29-24, 5.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Okresnik, left wing it goes for Jeff Simmons. Top of the key, it is Lucy with the ball. Left wing Simmons, guns from 20, no good. Ball falls out of bounds. 3-second call anyway before the shot against Valparaiso. And perhaps a foul as well. It is against Paul Stakowicz of Valparaiso. So actually not a 3-second call as first indicated by me, but it's actually a foul. Stakowitz's second, and it is the 7th now for the Valparaiso Crusaders.
Well, right now he's put Brett in, and I think you're going to see Northern Iowa put a little more pressure up court and try to move the tempo up in this game a little bit. One thing they haven't done well, Mike, is get back on defense. They're going to have to do a little better job.
Dave Carley hits the first of the 1-and-1. Now it is 29-25 in favor of Valparaiso. Dave Carley has one more shot coming up. He looks at it. Nice spin, and it gets it in. 29-26 in favor of Valparaiso. 5:15 left to go until halftime. Down-court pass intended for Simmons, blocked away by Carley. Simmons recovers and kicks it back out to Resnick between the circles, but Carmichael steals, lays it up and in. You talk about getting back into the ball game. That's what UNI is doing here in the blink of an eye. 29-28. Valpo's lead now 1. Jackson steals, stuffs it in, and that brings the 1,500 UNI fans to their feet. 30 for Northern Iowa, 29 for Valparaiso. 4:48 left to go until halftime. Now this for AGI.
We're gonna win you over, AGI.
Yes, the retailers of AGI are gonna win you over. They're a group of over 250 independent businessmen whose food stores are completely diverse in name, in size, in appearance. But whether a large supermarket or small grocery store, the red and white AGI emblem on the door tells you that here is a local friend and neighbor who has made a personal investment in your community. And that means his livelihood depends completely on customer satisfaction. There's no putting in for a transfer, no moving on to another corporate store. Every day, in every way, your AGI grocer has to treat you right all the time.
We're your independent grocery. We're gonna win you over, AGI.
This is WHUS Valparaiso, Des Moines. 4:48 remaining until halftime from the Unidome in Cedar Falls. Northern Iowa on top of Valparaiso by 1, 30-29 after an amazingly quick rally, Van Coleman.
Well, Jim Berry's done a good job of coaching here in the first half. He was able to take Ray Stork and Brett Carmichael out of the ball game and not. They came back in, a couple rebounds. Brett makes a steal. Next thing you know, UNI's on top.
Valparaiso with the ball. McElvain, left backcourt to Okresnik between the circles. McElvain. Left wing it goes to Simmons. Simmons dribbles his way out of trouble, tries to use a pick, goes on the right side. Hits a Okresnik. Now they go low post. Turnaround jumper by Stakowicz, no good. From about 5 feet away, the rebound Brent Carmichael, and he is hacked on the arm by Stakowicz of Valparaiso as Carmichael was driving his way toward perhaps another basket.
Herbert King's really done a good job on the boards. He's probably got, I think, 6 rebounds here in the first half, and he's done a good job of giving the thing to UNI what they need, and that's rebounding in the middle.
At the line will be Brent Carmichael for the Northern Iowa Panthers. Our score is 30 for Northern Iowa, 29 for Valparaiso. And Carmichael from the line so far, the best free throw shooter on the team, hitting 78%, gets the first one, makes it now a 31-29 basketball game. So far in this basketball game, Carmichael has 6 points, going for a lucky 7 right here. Takes a deep breath, and he doesn't make it. Carmichael with the attempted rebound, couldn't get it though. Bumped off the play nicely by Valparaiso's Dave Lucy, and Valparaiso has the ball. 4:19 left to go until halftime. Left wing, Geary, who's just checked into the basketball game, throws it between the circles for John McElvain, and McElvain threw it away on right wing. So here come the Panthers with a chance to take perhaps a 4-point lead right here, approaching the 4-minute mark to go in the basketball game, or at least the first half. Dave Carley on right wing between the circles, goes left side to Jackson, drives in. Sweet banker off the glass, in there. Count the basket, and a foul called against the Okresnik, probably. No, it will not be called against the Okresnik. The foul will be called against Dwayne Chicken Jackson of Northern Iowa. And on Dwayne, that will be foul number 1. And as a team, number 5 on the Northern Iowa Panthers. 33-29, the basket by Jackson stands. Here comes Valparaiso with Okresnik in the left backcourt. Okresnik dribbling against Dave Carley. Holds the ball above his head, fishes it inside for Simmons. Off his fingers, nice defensive pressure applied by Jackson to force Simmons to lose control of the ball. It goes out of bounds, but it still belongs to Valparaiso, with Simmons keying the inbounds pass from the left sideline. 3:45 left to go in the half, 33-29. UNI on top of Valparaiso. Top of the key, this is McElvain. Right wing of Okresnik, McElvain at the far hash mark. McElvain backing off against Brett Carmichael. Now goes right wing for Jeff Simmons. Simmons takes a shot. Around the rim it goes from 10 feet away on the baseline. No good. UNI with the rebound. Dave Carley quickly down. Right wing shoots it back out for Carmichael. Inside they find Jay Block. He lays it up against the glass and in. Brent Carmichael was looking one way, sent the pass the other way to Block. Block anticipated beautifully, and it's 35-29, a 6-point lead for the Panthers. And all of a sudden, Valparaiso in trouble. Try and get some points on the board with Simmons in the far corner. Top of the key of Okresnik. They fish it inside. Shooting the ball. Luthi, no good. Rebound, Stork, but a foul called. Stork for UNI had the rebound, and he was challenged for it by John Geary of Valparaiso. The foul is called on Geary, his second, and UNI is in the bonus, so Ray Stork will walk to the line. Let's check on the scoring so far, Van Coleman, with 2:59 remaining until halftime.
Well, so far for UNI, Ray Stork leads them with 10 points. Brett Carmichael has 6, Herbert King 4, Jay Block 6, Dwayne Chicken Jackson 3, and Mike Pianowski 2, and Dave Carley 1.
We'll check on the Valpo scoring later, certainly at the half, if not before then. Stork missed the free throw. Valpo down with the rebound. They're down by 6 points. Fighting desperately to get back into the ball game. Steal by Jay Block. Left wing Jackson. Jackson puts it up. No good with his left hand. He was shielding off a Valpo defender. At the same time, he was trying to get the bucket against Dave Luthi of Valparaiso. The foul will be called on Luthi of Valparaiso. And on Luthi, that's his first foul. And as we say, it is Northern Iowa in the bonus. But I think Jackson was in the process of shooting. So let's see what Johnny Van Wy indicates here with his fingers. 1 and 1 or 2 shots. It's 2. Jackson so far in this basketball game has 3 points. He's exciting the crowd just as he did last season with his spectacular leaping and great drives, but he misses the first free throw. Our score remains 35-29. Second shot coming up here for Dwayne Jackson from South Bend, Indiana. It's up, and it is good. 36-29, a 7-point lead for UNI over Valparaiso. Kresnik keys the inbounds pass from his own baseline. Jackson down the court to tip the ball away from Simmons. And we have a foul called on Dwayne Jackson, getting too close to Simmons on the inbounds pass. Jim Barry up questioning that call. He's at the center line right now, not making too much of a protest. He returns to the chair to sit down. Now Jim is saying a few more words to Johnny Van Wy. Johnny Van Wy wisely walks away, and so does Jim Barry. No key called on Jackson. That is his second foul. Valparaiso inbounds in the meantime. Quickly down the court. They get it to Simmons, right wing. He guns and hits. 36-31 in favor of Northern Iowa. A 5-point lead for the Panthers, approaching the 2.5-minute mark to go.
Matter of fact, that's the first time in 5 minutes that Jeff Simmons has touched the ball, and that's the difference in that 11-point run.
Carmichael, top of the key, right foul line extended for Carly. Top of the key, Carmichael, right wing, Carly, free, takes the shot, yeah. Dave Carly makes it 38-31, and for Carly in this basketball game, 3 points. 2:09 left to go until halftime. Geary on the far hash mark, dribbling the basketball clumsily. Now he holds up, hands it back off for a man who can better handle the basketball, John McElvain. McElvain, the point guard, left wing to a Kresnik, down deep to Simmons, plays it up and in. Count the basket, and a foul will be called against either Jay Block or Ray Stork of Northern Iowa. The basket will count. Our score is now Northern Iowa 38 and Valparaiso 33, although they have not indicated that on the scoreboard as of yet. At the line, at any rate, for the Valparaiso Crusaders, Jeff Simmons, their leading scorer. Now Simmons says, hey, boys, count the basket. And now Johnny Van Wy coming over to the scorer's bench saying, what's going on here? We have a delay. Now the basket's up on the board. 38-33 in favor of Northern Iowa. 1:55 left to go until halftime. And at the line, the leading scorer for the Valparaiso Crusaders, his name is Jeff Simmons. And Jeff, very good ball player, averaging about 15 points a game, a senior from Highland, Indiana. He'll have one shot, and he's got it. 38-34, and the lead has been cut to 4 for the Northern Iowa Panthers. The Panthers trying to regain some of that right now on this possession. Brent Carmichael with the ball, spinning his right index finger in the air, indicating, let's mix it up, let's move. Carmichael almost has the ball taken away from him by John McElvain, but retains control and shifts it right wing for Herb King. They go on the opposite wing to Dave Carly. Now Herb King on the right wing. Brent Carmichael hits from 17. On the top of the key, Brent Carmichael makes it 40-34. A minute 25 left to go until halftime. A Kresnik between the circles. Right wing for Simmons. Almost on the foul line, extended. Now gives it right corner for a Kresnik. Hot box, comes back out, swishes it nicely, getting out of trouble from 20 feet away. 40-36 in favor of Northern Iowa over Valparaiso. Once again, Valparaiso into that 2-3 zone. But Northern Iowa penetrates, and Herb King comes back outside. Once the ball is deflected, loses control. The ball still belongs to Northern Iowa, and Herb King will inbound where it was McElvain knocking the ball out of bounds for Valparaiso. King inbounds to Carmichael between the circles. High post right side, Jay Block. Right wing, Herb King. Left side of the key, they have Dave Carly. Dave Carly backs away almost on the sideline now between the circles for Carmichael. Low post, Herb King turnaround jumper is no good against the glass. Rebound Carly, and he drives his way into the near corner. Throws it back outside between the circles for Brent Carmichael. 36 seconds left to go in the first half. Left sideline, it is Carly. Left hash mark, Carmichael with the ball. 30 seconds left to go. UNI holding on to a 4-point lead, and the Panthers will go for the last shot. Left sideline, Carly with the ball. Far deep corner, it is Brent Carmichael standing there with the ball on his hip, and it is up to Valparaiso in this situation to take the play to UNI. They do so, and Carmichael moves between the circles. Carmichael goes now left side to Dave Carly, back to Carmichael. 5 seconds left to go. Carmichael, 14-foot shot is no good. Tipped up by Stork, no good. He follows, puts it up, and in! That's the buzzer! Ray Stork, the third try is the charm. And the Panthers go into the locker by a score of 42-36. It's not up on the board yet. Will they put it on the board? They do! 42-36, our halftime score. Now this for American Federal. They start the second half, and Valparaiso takes the ball on the alternating possessions rule to start the second half. Kresnik throws it back outside to McElvain at the top of the key. McElvain looking for a pass, still looking, and hits Simmons down underneath. He lays it up and in. Simmons just cut down from the right wing, beat his defender, and took the pass inside from John McElvain. The score is now 42-38 in favor of Northern Iowa. 19:30 left to go in the basketball game. Northern Iowa with the ball. Pianowski, far corner. He is in double trouble and is finally fouled by Randy Okresnik of Valparaiso. On Valparaiso, that will be team foul number 1. None called so far in the first 35 seconds of the second half against the UNI Panthers. That will be number 1 against Okresnik. It's a non-shooting foul, and UNI inbounds it. King on the right foul line extended, bounces it right side for Brent Carmichael, deflected out of bounds by Hubbard of Valparaiso, and UNI will keep it on the right sideline. 42-38, UNI by 4 points. They've been down, they've been up in this basketball game. It's been a wild seesaw affair. No telling where it might go from here. Left wing, King. Foul line extended left side, Carmichael. Left corner, King with the basketball. Throws it on a screen to Carmichael, and he swishes it from 20 feet away on the left wing. Herb King set a nice pick that time on the left wing for Brent Carmichael, and Carmichael was ready for it. Hit the basket, making it 44-38. Valparaiso on the attack. They're down by 6. Left foul line extended, Hubbard. Between the circles, McElvain. Right wing now, Okresnik with the basketball. They kick it back outside to Simmons from 15 feet. Hits on the left side of the key. 44-40. 18:40 left to go in the basketball game. UNI by 4 points. They have the basketball. Right sideline, Pianowski. Between the circles, they throw it back out to Carmichael. Left foul line extended, King. Top of the key, it's Carmichael. Right foul line extended, Stork. Hooks the pass inside, intended for block. Picked off by Okresnik. He zooms down the left lane. Throws it to Hubbard. Back on top, it goes to McElvain, drives the lane, lays it off for Simmons, and he travels. UNI will take the basketball.
UNI has got to go back to being patient again on their passing. They've been sloppy twice down the court here and given Valparaiso a chance to get back in this ball game. They got to be patient, get the ball inside, and take good shots.
Approaching the 18-minute mark, Valparaiso down by 4. They're on defense against UNI. UNI high post, Ray Stork turnaround jumper, no good off the heel of the rim. The rebound, Hubbard for Valparaiso. Throws it to Okresnik at the top of the circle. Right wing, Hubbard guns off the heel of the rim. The rebound, Carmichael. UNI has the ball, switches hands on the dribble across the line, lays it up, and no good. Hard against the glass. Stork with the rebound, puts it up, and no good. Third time the charm, no. Block against the glass, and he was fouled on the play underneath by a Valparaiso player. The foul will be called against Valparaiso's Tom Benigni, a name that you haven't normally heard tonight on the broadcast. He's usually a starter, but he really hasn't had much to say tonight in this basketball game. His third foul, team foul number 2 on Valparaiso, and UNI has none so far. At the line, Jay Block. He has a couple of foul shots, misses the first one off the back of the rim. The score remains UNI 44 and Valparaiso 40. So far in the basketball game, Jay Block has 8 points. Second shot coming up for Jay. He's looking at it, concentrates, crouches, and hits. 45-40, a 5-point lead for UNI. Now UNI goes into full court pressure. Herb King challenges Okresnik, backs off, lets Block do the job. Okresnik beats Block down the line on the right side. Okresnik throws it right wing for Hubbard. Hubbard revolving the ball around his body, tries to use a pick, high post from Benigni, gets it, now stops at the high post. Throws it off for Okresnik, his 15-foot jumper from the foul line, no good. Pianowski saves the ball, tips it to Herb King, releases to Carmichael. Carmichael driving on left wing, throws it on the left corner for Jay Block. The Panthers on top by 5, looking to jump on top by 7. 17-10 left to go in the basketball game. Pianowski, high post near side, block back to Pianowski. Ball is ripped away by Simmons of Valparaiso. Gives it to Okresnik. Okresnik across the line. Between the circles goes to Simmons, and Simmons is free to shoot and hit from 10 feet on the right side. If you give Simmons that shot all the time, Van, you're going to be burned. There was a period stretch there in the first half where UNI was holding off Simmons, but Simmons is coming right back and so far has 15 points.
Well, basically what they've got to do, they've got to deny him the ball. They're not coming out to meet him. You can't come to meet a shooter like Simmons after he has the basketball. You've got to be after him before he gets it, and they're going to have to work a lot harder on that.
UNI working on the offense. A foul was called on Simmons just as we were talking about him. Okresnik, his second, team foul number 3 on Valparaiso. Simmons takes the ball away, a 2-on-0. He'll lay it up and in. 45-44, a 1-point lead for UNI. Now Jay Block called for elbowing a Valparaiso player out of the way. He elbowed John McElvain just as Johnny Van Wy, the referee, was watching him do it. Stupid foul by Block. And now here comes Valparaiso with a chance to take the lead as they inbound it underneath their own basket. 16:26 left to go in the ball game. Right wing, a Kresnik free to take the baseline jumper from 20. It's no good. Stork with the rebound for the Panthers. Gives it to Brent Carmichael. Carmichael calls the play between the circles. Right wing goes to Pianowski. High post, far side. Stork loses control of the ball. Regains it on the bobble. Takes the dribble. Throws it in the far corner for Pianowski. Back outside on the far hash mark to Carmichael. High post, J Block drives. Has the ball blocked away. He'll pick up the foul.
Well, you know, UNI has got to start controlling their passing. Pianowski's trying to force it inside when there isn't a pass for Ray Stork. They've got to be patient and work the perimeter until they can start getting the ball inside. They need a little more motion on the two guys inside. Block and Stork are finding themselves in the same place at the same time.
There was a foul called. It is on Tom Benigni of Valparaiso, and it is his fourth. The tallest player out there for Valparaiso, 220 pounds, a junior from Joliet. He's in trouble. Meanwhile, Jay Block at the line misses the first of his two free throws. By the way, that's the fourth team foul on Valparaiso, and UNI has one as the result of that Jay Block elbowing foul. Jay Block now at the line has one foul shot, looks at it, and gets it in there finally. 46-44, UNI by 2 points over Valparaiso. We've just crossed the 16-minute barrier with Dave Carley applying pressure to Valparaiso's Kresnik. They get it across the line, near corner. Hubbard dribbles the ball between his legs, holds up on the right foul line extended, hands it off to a Kresnik, elbows his way through Jay Block. Now gets it between the circles, stops, looks for a pass, has McElvain on the right side. Hubbard now working on the right side on the pass from McElvain. Top of the key, they go to a Kresnik alley-oop pass intended for Simmons. Jackson trailing on the play to try and defend and committed the foul against Simmons. On Dwayne, that'll be foul number 4. Second team foul. Non-shooting foul. Valparaiso keeps the basketball. They're down by 1. 15-20 left to go in the basketball game. Simmons takes the shot from 16 on the right wing. Throws it on the left side for Hubbard. He's free on the far corner and hits. And once again, Valparaiso has taken the lead. They've tied the game, rather, at 46. 15-12 left to go in the basketball game. 46 is our score for both teams. UNI with the basketball. Left wing Jackson, top of the key. It's Dave Carley bouncing. Now top of the key, they go to Carmichael. Left wing Jackson. Carmichael, Carley free from 17, won't take the shot. Gives it to Carmichael, who does, and gets it down. 48-46. UNI by 2 points. 14:49 left to go in the basketball game. Carmichael with 12. Valparaiso, Simmons on right wing. Hands off to a Kresnik. Now back it goes to Simmons. Drives the lane. Lays it off underneath for Valparaiso's Dave Lucy. And Lucy is called for the charge.
That situation, we probably had just about one too many passes. Simmons had the shot in the middle. What I noticed last time down for Northern Iowa, they were very patient and they got a good shot. Carmichael's capable of hitting that 17-foot jumper, and when he's got it, he's going to have to put it up.
14:30 left to go in the game. UNI by 2. They have the basketball. Lob pass inside. Carmichael to Block. Can't get the shot. Back out to Carmichael. 15 feet away in the circle. Lays it up for Carley. Back it goes to Carmichael on the left side of the key. Back out between the circles for Carley. Hands it off for Carmichael. Carmichael taking a dribble with his left hand. With his right hand, stops in the circle. Kicks it out right wing extended for Ray Stork, and Ray Stork on the hook shot from about 10 feet away. Hits it, making it a 50-46 basketball game. First time we've seen that all night. Very encouraging for UNI hopes. 50-46, the Panthers by 4 points. Near the center circle right now, McElvain being challenged by Carmichael, and the foul on Carmichael.
It's been a long time since I've seen a 14-foot hook shot, but that was a pretty one by Ray Stork. Kind of reminded me of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
It looked pretty. They can stop it because nobody comes really that close to Ray Stork on this floor as far as his height goes. Ray Stork 6'11", the closest Valpo can put on the floor is 6'8". 50-46 in favor of UNI, but Valparaiso has the basketball. They're on the attack. Left wing, Hubbard drives, holds up, throws it back out to a Kresnik. Now he loses the ball in the circle. It's picked up by Brent Carmichael. Between his legs it goes, recovered by Hubbard for Valparaiso. Top of the key, McElvain. Go ahead, Van.
I personally want to know where the foul was there. There was about two bodies going everywhere into the stands. I think they need to get the ball game under control a little bit.
Right wing Simmons shot from 9, misses. Rebound block. Gives it to Carmichael. Crosses the line on the far side. Bounce pass, far corner for Carly. Won't take the shot. Throws it back on the hash mark, far side for Stork. Back to Carly. 13-10 left to go in the basketball game. UNI leading by 4. In the circle, Jackson puts the ball down. Kicks it out between the circles for Carmichael. Throws it to Carly. Back to Carmichael on the left foul line extended. Near corner, Jackson. 3-8 hit. 52-46. Dwayne Chicken Jackson. What a spectacular comeback after a heel injury. He now has unofficially 6 points in the basketball game. Traveling call now in the near backcourt against Valparaiso's Randy Okresnik, and Valparaiso wants a timeout. Our score, UNI 52. Valparaiso has 46. Now this for AGI.
We're gonna win you over. AGI is gonna win you over. We're your local friend and neighbor, and we're gonna treat you right. We're your independent grocers, AGI. We're gonna win you over. AGI.
For your AGI grocer, success depends on you, his customers, not the dictates of some big corporate head office. There's no waiting for a transfer. He's in business for keeps, or he's not in business at all. He's committed to the life and livelihood of your community. You see, serving his customers is not just a job, it is his business.
We're your independent grocers, AGI. We're gonna win you over. AGI.
Mike Lee and Van Coleman back at the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Our score, Northern Iowa 52 and Valparaiso 46. Valparaiso called a really smart timeout there, Van.
Yes, they needed that. They need to get back under control. And the other thing is, UNI is doing an excellent job of denying the ball to Jeff Simmons. They've got to get the ball back in his hands.
UNI now with the basketball, leading by 6. Could be 8 right here if they get 2 points on this possession. Dave Carley thinks about the drive in the lane, throws it back on the left wing for Ray Stork, and Ray Stork once again lays it in. Not a hooker this time, but good enough nonetheless. Facing the basket this time makes it 54-46. Right wing, Valparaiso with the ball in the form of Simmons, their leading scorer. Left corner, they go to Okresnik, and Okresnik, nothing but net on that shot from about 15 feet on the left baseline, making it 54-48. 12 minutes to go in the basketball game. A 1-2-2 zone employed by Valparaiso. Low post near side block. Left wing Carmichael with the basketball. Dribbling against that zone. They'll play the perimeter and see if they can sneak something inside. Carly guns from 17. Kisses the front of the rim. The rebound to Kresnik. Dribbles the ball behind his back. Carmichael there to stop his progress. And finally Valparaiso gets it into the attack zone with Hubbard on the left foul line extended. Hubbard dribbles across the horn. Gives it to McElvain. Now the foul line extended left side for Kresnik. Right wing, McElvain, medium post, Simmons, turnaround jumper, kisses the front of the rim. It's no good. Rebound, Carmichael with the basketball for UNI and charges into a Valparaiso player, Johnny McElvain. Brent Carmichael just getting a little bit too fancy Dan with the basketball, and he is charged with the foul. He's a little bit shaken up as well, but he's got a lot of guts, so he'll stay out there.
I think right now Jim Berry's got to get his ball club a little bit back under control. They took a bad shot the last time down with Carly, and Brett trying to force the action up. They're ahead. They need to make sure they get good shots and get the ball down.
Now Simmons with the basketball on right wing for Valparaiso. Top of the key of Kresnik. Medium post near side. Simmons kicks it out for a shot to McElvain from 15 on the right baseline. No good. And UNI trying to work the semi-fast break was too far in front of him on the right side. It goes out of bounds. Last 2 shots, you say you want to get it to Simmons if you're Valparaiso, but Simmons' last 2 shots have missed.
Well, the thing with a shooter is you got to keep going to the man, because the more they shoot, the better chance they got to put the ball in the hole. They can't quit going to him because he's their bread and butter. Without him, they're going to be in trouble.
Hubbard hits the front of the rim from 15 feet on the left side of the key. The rebound, Carmichael of UNI. Down court it goes to block. The saving touch made by Hubbard, getting down court quickly to knock the ball out of bounds. 10:51 remaining in the basketball game from the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Our score, Northern Iowa 54, Valparaiso 48. Carly inbounds on the far corner for Carmichael. Carmichael with the basketball, dribbles his way outside. He'll call the play from between the circles. It's play number 2. Let's see what happens here as he works the left side. Bounce pass for Dave Carly. Dave Carley with the basketball. He's double teamed. Throws it back outside for Carmichael. Ball is stolen away by McElvain of Valparaiso. Lays it up and he missed the volley. And Carmichael with the rebound is hacked on the back by Randy Okresnik. Oh my, what a fortunate turn of events for the Panthers. On Okresnik, foul number 3, team foul number 6. On the Valparaiso Crusaders, Van.
Jim Berry just got up and told his ball club to calm down. He gave him the hand signal to kind of slow it down and get back under control here.
Panthers by 6, 54-48, 10-20 left to go in the basketball game. Left foul line extended, it's Carley. Between the circles, Carmichael. They work it at right wing with Ray Stork. His shot is no good. The rebound brought down by Simmons of Valparaiso. Calls for help. Now he'll dribble it up himself. Stops, throws it to Hubbard across the line. The left wing, they go now with McElvain. Hubbard now handing it off for Stakowitz at the left foul line extended. Top of the key, they go to Lucy. Left wing, Hubbard guns and hits. 54-51. Make it 54-50. A 4-point lead for UNI over Valparaiso. 9:40 left to go in the basketball game. Brent Carmichael with the basketball. Left foul line extended for Carley. Right foul line extended, Jackson. Between the circles, Jackson telegraphed the pass to Carmichael, picked off by Okresnik, and Okresnik lays it in for Valpo. 54-52. 9:29 left to go in the basketball game. The Northern Iowa Panthers want a timeout. We'll take timeout here, too, with our score. Northern Iowa 54, Valparaiso 52. Now this for American Federal.
Now, practically everybody's eligible to open an individual retirement account. And there's no better place to open your IRA than American Federal. Not only will you keep more at tax time, but consider this. There's no commission or annual management fee. You can also qualify for free 5.25% checking. Plus, you'll start receiving Dollar Cents Magazine absolutely free. And best of all, you'll be dealing with the people who've handled more IRAs than any other savings and loan or bank in Iowa. There must be a reason. American Federal.
Our score after the UNI timeout is UNI 54 and Valparaiso 52. Van Coleman, how about a scoring summary?
For right now, UNI is led by Ray Stork with 16 points. Brett Carmichael has 12. Jay Block has 10. Dwayne Jackson 6. Herbert King 4. Dave Carley 3. For Valparaiso, they're led by Jeff Simmons with 17 points. Randy Okresnik has 12. Brian Hubbard, who's hit a couple here in a row, has 6 points. Johnny McElvain has 8. Dave Luty has 5. And Tom Benigni has 2.
Ray Stork once again coming through for the UNI Panthers. Get him on a low post and have him make a turnaround jumper or a hook shot. And if he's on, he's deadly. Leading the Panthers with 16, as Van Coleman just said. Leading all scorers, as a matter of fact, with 16 points. Play back in. Northern Iowa with the ball. They're up by 2. 54-52. 9:20 remaining in the basketball game from Cedar Falls, Iowa. Hope you're enjoying it on WHO Sports Radio from Des Moines, Iowa. Left wing, Carley. Top of the key, Carmichael. High post, Ray Stork near side. Double team. Left corner, it goes to Carley. Back outside to Carmichael. Left corner, Carley. Free and good. 56-52. Dave Carley as the Valparaiso defense overshifted toward Carmichael at the top of the key, leaving Carley open in the corner. A 4-point lead for the Panthers. Valpo with the ball. They're down by 4. Hubbard using a good pick and loses the ball off his foot in the near corner. And that brings a round of cheers from the Panther fans. Now the Panthers can go up by 6 points. I think it's a key basket right here, Van, if UNI is it happens.
Yeah, it is. It'll get them back in control of the game. And after the timeout, they came out and their passing is much more crisp, much more exact than it has been.
You can say that again as Ray Stork just merely threw it up there. A hooker. Nice pass from Jackson to get it there in the first place. Ball bounded out of bounds. Belongs to Valparaiso, but your point is well taken. The passing crisp and precise, and Stork was open for the easy hooker, which he just missed. Valpo with the ball. They're down 15 left to go in the basketball game. Right wing, Simmons with the basketball, dribbles outside, hands it off for Okresnik on the screen. Nothing but net on that shot. 56-54. 8:08 left to go in the basketball game. Brent Carmichael calling the play. A 1-3-1 used by Valparaiso. So far, UNI, at least in the second half, has been able to move that ball around and get the overshifting Valparaiso defenders out of play. Several shots taken on the UNI end. Carley with the latest one, and I believe Carley will be called for the foul, attempting to grab the rebound away from Dave Luthi. And on Dave Carley, that will be foul number 1, team foul number 5 on the Northern Iowa Panthers. Valparaiso has 6, 56-54. UNI with the lead, but they don't have the basketball. High post, taking a shot. Lucy misses off the heel of the rim. The rebound blocked for Northern Iowa. Lays it off to Brent Carmichael. Across the line, near corner, Carley hit. Nobody took Dave Carley in that near corner, and Valparaiso paid for it. Dave Carley deadly from there tonight. It's 58-54. UNI by 4 points. Kresnik lofts one from 15 feet, left side of the key, no good. 2-on-1 for UNI. Carmichael, good. 60-54. And all of a sudden, Valparaiso in very serious trouble with Hubbard holding the ball in the near backcourt. Right sideline for Simmons. Simmons driving his way across the court now. Has Hubbard at the right foul line extended. Hubbard works on the right wing, dribbles the ball between his legs. 6:45 left to go on the basketball game. Now he backs off his team down by 6, drives the right wing. We have a whistle and a foul. A foul called against a Valparaiso player. The foul is called on Paul Stakowitz of Valparaiso. On Stakowitz, that is number 3, and Northern Iowa is into the bonus. And at the line, Dwayne Chicken Jackson for the UNI Panthers. So far, Jackson on the evening has 6 points. And we also might point out that he has 4 fouls, but that's because he's been playing aggressive defense all night, Van.
Yes, he has. He's been doing a good job in slowing down number 22 here in the last minute or two, Okresnik. And also, you got to look at Jay Block. Jay Block is doing a tremendous job on Simmons here in the second half. He's been denying the ball here and basically keeping him out of rhythm.
Foul shot missed. Carmichael gets the steal, holds up. He's tripped. No whistle. Ball finally is out of bounds off Jackson's fingers. What happened was that the foul shot was missed. Valparaiso came down with the rebound. Carmichael, quick as lightning, ripped the ball away and lost control as he tripped over Okresnik. Now Okresnik and one of the officials having words. So far, no indication of a tee. Tom Smith, the Valparaiso coach, walking out onto the floor.
What happened over there, Mike, was a fan threw a cup and hit Okresnik in the back of the head. I think he was throwing it at the official, but he got Okresnik with it.
That's too bad. Valparaiso with the ball. We can have an exciting game, but no need to get violent about it. A 6-point lead for UNI. 6:20 left to go in the basketball game. Across the lane, Stakowitz driving. Gives the ball to Hubbard. His 10-foot shot no good, and on the rebound, a foul called on Jeff Simmons, the leading scorer for Valparaiso. And that is his 3rd foul. Tom Smith, the Valparaiso coach, walking out to the center line to check with the scorer on what's happening. There was apparently a technical call, probably on Simmons, for what he had to say about that foul. Now the scoreboard has it as being Simmons' 2nd foul. Really doesn't matter, though, because at this stage of the game, with UNI holding a 6-point lead and Jay Block at the line shooting the 1-and-1 and maybe the technicals, he gets the first one. It could mean that UNI puts the game out of reach. Jay Block hits the first of the 1-and-1. It's 61-54. Nobody at the line. It's academic because UNI gets the ball. 2nd of the 1-and-1 by Jay Block. It is up, and it is in. Jay Block now has 12 points. Now here's Ray Stork to shoot the technical foul. So coming into this game, Ray Stork shooting 77%. He is true with that foul shot. 63-54. Northern Iowa converting on crucial free throws, and we believe right here, Van, that it was probably Simmons who brought that technical upon himself and the Valparaiso team.
Yes, he wasn't too happy with the fact that they said he went over the back.
6:14 left to go in the basketball game. Valparaiso wants a timeout. Our score, Northern Iowa 63, Valparaiso 54, a 9-point lead for the UNI Panthers at 63-54. And this is a message for all you armchair jocks who firmly believe that life requires the same discipline and concentration as sport. Just think about all those people you promised to visit, but for one reason or another never got around to doing it. For example, your lonesome little brother in Needles, California, your sweet old aunt in Jersey City, your old high school buddy in North Platte, Nebraska, an old flame in El Paso, your old tennis partner in St. Louis, your long-lost sister in Charlotte, your ex-sparring partner in Newark, your old Army buddy in Shreveport, your wild and crazy fraternity brother in Duluth, your sweet little old grandma in Sioux Falls or Sioux City. All those people need your company, so don't drop the ball. Follow through. It's a short hop from your armchair to wherever you want to go if you dial direct on weekends before 5 p.m. on Sunday. At least 20 minutes, almost anywhere in the continental USA for $4. And a lot of your calls could cost even less. Northwestern Bell Long Distance. Even if you can't get there, you can still be there. Our sponsors for Northern Iowa and Iowa basketball on WHO Sports Radio, Northwestern Bell, the Peaster Stations, AGI, and American Federal Savings and Loan. As Northern Iowa inbounds the basketball van, let's get a little bit of perspective on this game.
Well, the action we just saw with the rough play and the technical and things, the officials have let that happen. There's been some tripping, some tackling, and different things. They need to get the game back under control, just like what we just saw there with a little bit of tripping and the ball going out of bounds. They need to get the thing back where it's in their hands rather than in the players.
A Kresnik dueling Stork for the basketball, rolled out of bounds, did that round ball, and it belongs to UNI. Dave Carley controlling against Hubbard of Valparaiso. 5:50 left to go in the game, 63-54, UNI leading by 9. The Panthers have lost only once on the Unidome court all year, that being in the championship game of their own Holiday Classic. Brent Carmichael pumps and hits. 65-54 now in favor of UNI. The Panthers starting to put the game away. As we said before the shot by Carmichael, the Panthers have lost only once all season. Hubbard countering for Valparaiso on an inside shot off the glass, making it 65-56. 5:20 left to go in the basketball game. And now Ray Stork has 17, Brent Carmichael 16, leading the Panthers in this basketball game tonight. Panthers with the basketball, a comfortable lead, ostensibly. Jay Block winds up and swishes it from 15 feet on the right side of the key. 67-56. 5:05 left to go in the basketball game. UNI leading by 11 big points. Right wing Simmons. Foul on extended right side for a Kresnik, and we have a whistle as a Kresnik was fishing the ball inside. The foul will be called on Jay Block of Northern Iowa. And on Jay so far, that is foul number 2.
Well, one of the big changes we've seen here in the game, when Jim Berry called a timeout with about 8.5 minutes left, his team was sloppy passing and having a lot of problems out there. And they've gone to the crisp passing. They built the lead here up to about 9 points right now, and that's been the big difference.
Hubbard on a tip-in, as we were talking, making it 67-58 in favor of Northern Iowa, but the Panthers have the basketball. And here comes Brent Carmichael, the speedy little 5'9" point guard. Right wing, Jackson with the ball. Hands it off for Carley as he was driving down the right lane, intercepted by Valparaiso. Hubbard lays it up, no good. Partially blocked away by Jackson. Jackson, the defensive player of the basketball game tonight. What a spectacular return to action for Dwayne Chicken Jackson. I'm a poet and I don't know it. 4 minutes left to go in the basketball game. Brent Carmichael with the ball. Off the steal from Jackson for UNI. Carmichael drives the lane, loses control, and a foul is called on a Valparaiso player. It will be called against Randy Kresnik of Valparaiso. Both teams into the bonus. So in the basketball game, our score is UNI 67, Valparaiso 58. And at the line will be Brent Carmichael of the Northern Iowa Panthers. Shooting for the year, 78% coming into this basketball game, the best of all Panthers. Hits the first one, makes it now 68-58. Van, let's check on the scoring.
Well, right now with that free throw, Brent has caught Ray Stork as the high scorer for UNI with 17. Jay Block follows them with 14, and Chicken Jackson has 6.
Carmichael hits both. However, a violation. A UNI Panther was probably in the lane before Carmichael released the shot. It was Ray Stork walking in the lane before Carmichael released the shot. Don't count that last free throw by Brent Carmichael. And our score now, as we read it on the scoreboard, is 69-58. There was also a foul called on Ray Stork as he was pushing in to try to get position. And on Ray, that is his first foul. At the line, Simmons shooting for Valparaiso. He gets the first one. 69-59, UNI by 10.
You're listening to WHO Des Moines.
Here for Valparaiso, and that's been the big difference here going down the stretch.
And he hits the second one. We might note here that he had those shots, and he was not guarded at the time, of course, it being a free throw. Those are the kind of heavy clamps UNI has applied to Mr. Simmons this evening in the second half. Brent Carmichael spins, eludes a Kresnik, lays it up for Jackson, rolls around the rim, no good. And it will be offensive goaltending called against Dwayne Chicken Jackson or Ray Stork of Northern Iowa. The ball goes over to the Valparaiso Crusaders, who are right now down by 9 points. And coming in with the basketball with 3:39 left to go in the game. A Kresnik fishes it inside for Hubbard. He lays it up and in over Stork on the right low post. 69-62. Full court pressure applied by the Crusaders. Block inbounds it for Carley. In the near corner in his own zone. Spins on the dribble. He's across the line. Now standing at the near hash mark. Carley still with the basketball. Dribbling against Hubbard. Looks for a pass. Has Jay Block on the left foul line extended. Between the circles, Carley. Right foul line extended for Carmichael. High post. Jay Block coming across the left wing to take the ball. And picks up the foul from Paul Stakowicz of Valparaiso. It was Stakowicz raising his thigh in an attempt to stop Jay Block from cutting across the floor to take the pass. And he pays for it, Stakowicz does, by putting Jay Block at the line with 3:10 left to go in the basketball game. And the Panthers up by 7.
You know, Dwayne Jackson has just played a tremendous second half. Defensively, he's only been beaten once, and it was just at the other end by Hubbard. And basically, he's been kind of the one that's helped to change his second half around for UNI. And he's done it with 4 fouls. He's had almost 4 fouls all the second half, and he's hasn't let off a bit. He's done an excellent job.
Jay Block hits the first of the 1-and-1. He now has 15, going for 16. Crouches, concentrates, releases, and he's got it. 71-62. 3:10 left to go in the basketball game. Northern Iowa by 9 big points. Here comes Hubbard for Valpo. High post left side. Throws it to Stakowicz. Fall-away jumper, nothing but net. 71-64. 2:58 left to go in our basketball game from the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa. Mike Lee along with Van Coleman. After the game, stay tuned for the Jim Barry post-game show on WHO Sports Radio. Right sideline, Carley for the Panthers. Top post on the left side for Jay Block. Left wing, Jackson working it, takes the baseline, puts it up. Blocked away nicely by Valparaiso. Simmons made the block, took the ball. Carmichael recovered and had the ball blocked away by Simmons. So Simmons and Carmichael exchanging steals right there. The end result is that the ball goes out of bounds, belongs to the Panthers with 2:33 remaining in the basketball game, and Northern Iowa up by 7 points. Dave Carley inbounds. Near corner for Carmichael. Top of the key, Jackson lays it off for Carmichael. Calls the play between the circles. Right hash mark, it goes for Jay Block. Between the circles, Carley. Left side, Jackson on the sideline. Top of the key, Block with the basketball. Drives the lane, thinks about the shot. Left side, it was Jackson cutting down. Wasn't expecting the pass on the wing. Ray Stork, medium post. Hooker is no good on the near side. Carmichael bats the ball away on the rebound, trying to get the foul. And it will be Valparaiso's ball. Once again, we saw Carmichael dueling Simmons. Carmichael is only 5 feet 9 inches tall. And this Mr. Simmons we're talking about, Jeff Simmons, the leading scorer for Valparaiso coming into this basketball game. As we say, Carmichael of UNI isn't intimidated by anybody. Hubbard shakes free and hits from the baseline left side 15 feet away, 71-66. And all of a sudden, we've got a basketball game on our hands. Jim Barry, realizing that, calls a timeout with 1:49 left to go in the basketball game. Our score, Northern Iowa 71, Valparaiso 66. Now this for Peaster.
If you've ever tried to write a check at a gas station, you know it can be. They look at you as if you were an escaped convict, demand all kinds of ID, and then pick up the phone and, in hushed tones, talk with someone about you. For all you know, they're talking with one of your neighbors, probably the one who doesn't like you very much. Well, there's none of that at Peaster, especially when you flash your Peaster Benefit of the Doubt card. With the Benefit of the Doubt card, you can cash a check for up to the full amount of your purchase. No questions asked. Stop today at any Peaster station and apply for your Benefit of the Doubt card. It's to your benefit, no doubt about it. Peaster, it's a gas.
Pump your own. Peaster, it's fast. Pump your own. Peaster's a gas. Pump.
Back at the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa, Mike Lee along with Van Coleman on WHO Des Moines. Our score is Northern Iowa 71, Valparaiso 66. And what must Valparaiso do now? They'd like to apply pressure defense all the time, Van, but how can they get back into this basketball game? And conversely, how can UNI stave them off?
Well, the biggest problem that UNI has had all night, when they've gotten in trouble, it's been with their ball handling. They've got to stay under control and make Valparaiso come after them. And Valparaiso, to get back in it, is if they do cause the turnover, as looks like happened right there with Brent Carmichael, or Chicken Jackson making the charge, they've got to come down and take a good shot. They can't hurry their game. There's plenty of time here to make this 5-point lead up.
Jackson, as Van just mentioned, had the foul called against him, his fifth. He's out of the basketball game unofficially for Dwayne Jackson. 6 points and just great defensive work. That was actually only the first sort of silly foul all night for Dwayne Jackson. The rest were good defensive fouls that he just missed a little bit on. At the line right now for Valparaiso is Jeff Simmons. Simmons, so far in this game, has been held fairly well in check. He hits the first foul shot, has 20 points. We say that despite the fact that he's averaging only 15 and now has 20 going for 21 and he gets 21 now because Simmons has been held in check throughout periods of this basketball game where Valparaiso might have put the game away, allowing UNI to come back. 71-68, a three-point basketball game. UNI with the basketball. Pianowski on the near hash mark, dribbling with his right hand, holding up in the left backcourt, looking for a pass and hands it off to Dave Carley, but not before Simmons is whistled for the foul of Valparaiso. On Simmons, unofficially, that is number 3. And officially, it is number 3. 71-68 is our score. Northern Iowa leading by 3 points. Mike Pianowski could put some distance between the Panthers and the Crusaders right here, but he does not do so, and it's nothing but gold shirts around the basketball as Dave Lucy of Valparaiso rips down the rebound. Lays it off for a Kresnik. Now we've got ourselves a basketball game. 71-68, Valpo down by 3. A minute 5 left to go in the basketball game. Valpo looking to decrease the lead to 1 point. A Kresnik shakes free, 15-foot jumper on the right side of the key. No good. Simmons with the rebound. Loses control, and Pianowski comes up with it. Big play. Perhaps the biggest of the basketball game right there. Dave Carley with the ball in the attack zone for UNI. Lays it off for Ray Stork between the circles. Brent Carmichael with the basketball. Carmichael takes the lane, dribbles in. Now he dribbles back out of trouble on the left wing. Throws it out between the circles for Dave Carley. Hubbard almost ripped the ball away from Carley, and now the foul is charged to Hubbard. On Hubbard, that'll be foul number 4. And to the line will march a UNI player, that player being Dave Carley. So far, Carley in the basketball game tonight against the Valparaiso Crusaders has 7 points.
The real critical part of the ball game right here, Mike, they've got to put these free throws down. It's going to be an awful long 33 seconds.
Dave Carley has the 1-and-1, shooting 73% from the line. He's got the first one, 72-68. Well, that quiets the crowd down a little bit, not in disappointment, but in relief. Valparaiso was making a very strong comeback. Still could. Second shot good, 73-68. 32 seconds left. Here comes the Kresnik for Valparaiso. These two teams meet on Monday, February 8th. In low to Simmons. Misses the shot, hits the side of the rim. Double trouble applied inside. And here comes Carmichael off the line. It's a 3-on-1. Right side, Pianowski tries to stop, but the foul called on Hubbard of Valparaiso. 15 seconds left to go in the basketball game. UNI had that fast break all the way, and they'll get some foul shots out of it on Hubbard. That is his 5th, and he retires from the basketball game unofficially with 14 points. Nice performance by Brian Hubbard of Valparaiso. He hails from South Bend, Indiana. Mike Pianowski at the line, shooting the free throws. No good. The first one, he has 2 because it was a shooting foul. Mike Pianowski so far in this game, no points, 1 foul. Second shot is good. 74-68, 15 seconds left to go in the basketball game. A Kresnik on the right side of the key, drives in, lays it up and in, and immediately a timeout called by Valparaiso before UNI can get possession of the ball. So we'll take a timeout too. Our score is Northern Iowa 74, and wait a minute. Johnny Van Wy, the referee, ruling that the other official must have placed the ball at the disposition of the Panthers before Valparaiso could call a timeout. That's all I can figure out, Van.
Well, it might have been that that was the case. He might just have changed his mind about the timeout at that point.
Intentional foul, Hubbard against Carley on the far side in his own zone. Let's see if this is a two-shotter. Yes, it is.
Coach Smith, go ahead. Coach Smith didn't protest very much. I think maybe that he actually changed his mind. Strange in this situation, but I really think that's what he did because he told his players to go back out on the court.
74-70 our score, so take your interpretation one way or another as play continues with 7 seconds remaining. It stopped because of the foul, of course, and to the line goes Dave Carley for the UNI Panthers. Carley, so far in this game, in relief, has 9 points, but more importantly, he's been playing a good floor game as well, Van.
Yes, he has. When he came in the first half, he basically helped turn the ball game around, and he's done a good job and hasn't lost anything for the Panthers.
It's the first one, 75-70. It's a two-shot intentional foul. Second one coming up. Panthers have this one on ice. It's good. Now all the Panthers have to do is sit back and fold their arms and watch Valparaiso get a meaningless basket. Driving to the lane, laying it up, no good for the Valparaiso Crusaders. McElvain, and the game is over. Our final score is Northern Iowa 76 and Valparaiso 70. Back to summarize this game, now this for AGI.